Hello, nice that you joined. Welcome to our craft cafe. In my country, it's about lunchtime now. So I don't know what time it is in your country, but you're welcome. And make yourself comfortable with your personal favorite beverage coffee, tea, wine, whatever. What am I doing? And then I'm going to make something, and in the meanwhile, you can chat or just listen. I'm going to knit a small project. I think it will take me about an hour. It's not really a pattern, but I will tell what I will do. I've cast it on with a color, white or cream or something. And I'm going to knit 12 rounds. Each time this needle passes, it's a row knitted. So each time it passes, you count +1. I think I knitted 3 now. So I will continue till I knitted 12 rounds. Oh, calm down. And this should be about my 12th round. It doesn't matter if it's a round less or more. I'm going to change color. I make sure that my tail will be long enough that it reaches the table, because when you make it too short, you can change color as good as you can, but then the tail is too short, and when you knit further, it will get loose and you got a drop stitch. So make sure your tail will reach the table. Longer is not necessary. Changing color, I do that between the last and the first needle. So I put the tail between the last and the first needle. This is the last stitch with this color. And the next one has to be knitted with my new color. And where's my good preparation? Here's my good preparation. I'm going to change to green. I'm going to knit 6 times 7 rounds in a different color. I put the yarn also between the last and the first needle, because the last one was knitted with the old color and the new one will be knitted with the new color. And it has to be that when you do not color change, the thread runs just around, and now it has to run also around. So that's why they have to be between the same needles both. So, whoa. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 colors, 7 rounds. I also make sure this tail is long enough. And when I enter the color change, where it happens, I take a good look, and you can see that the last stitch of the white is not slided down the bump on the needle, so I have to help it. So this will be knitted correct. And also I have to check the needle where the first color is on, that also will be sliding down both around both teeth, as every stitch has to be around both tooth. It happened, so no problem. And now I can knit my second round, and I have to knit 7 rounds, so I will continue. You hear it's getting louder. That's because I am running the yarn out of the skein, but it was not running loose. So that's when you hear your machine getting louder, the tension is getting higher, and that's not good. So I guess this is my last round. It doesn't matter if you knit a round less or more in this project. You cut it that it hits the table. You put it to the inside and you take your next color. And my next color is going to be yellow. I'm making sure that the tail is long enough and that they're both between the last and the first needle. And then I continue as before. Here something went wrong, but I don't mind. It's just, see, even I do make mistakes. But it's not a problem, so that was the first. Here's the second. Oh, it's going to work out fine, I guess. And the third. And that was the seventh, I think. And I changed to the next color. Oh yes, I needed bright pink, so I have to frog another project that was just waiting to get frogged. So, and I just used that, and I knit 7 rounds with that color, making sure it's long enough and with the right tension and with a good eye look you can knit. Go slow. The tension is real loose, but because of the wrinkling, the machine thinks it's more tension, but it has to rest and everything will be okay. I did not force the machine. I never force. When it doesn't like the yarn, I just change the yarn. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen during this project. And I'm going to change to this blue. And knit 7 rounds with that color. And I'm changing color for the, not the last, but the one before the last one. Where is the end of this? And where is it coming from? Got it. Also make sure the tail is long enough and knit another 7 rounds or something like that. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, calm down. 6 and 7. And then I go to my last color change. I'm going to use purple. Make sure everything goes all right at the color changing point. And check again when it comes around again. And knit the last 6 more rounds. And that was my last round. And now I'm going to cast off with my working yarn. And for that I wrap it around the machine so I know that it's long enough and cut it a bit longer. Then you have enough casting off yarn. And then you grab a yarn needle. I use my 7 centimeter yarn needle. They're very cheap, and the difference between the original AliExpress is significant nothing, and other brands or no brands deliver also a straight needle. Good afternoon, Roberta. Nice to speak to you. I'm doing a quick project, and I'm just casting off a tube made of 7 colors. So I'm casting off. The difference between knockoffs and original brands are slight. But one of the differences is that with your Addy needle or any other 7 centimeter cheap children needle, you can go exactly between the two tooth or teeth, I don't know. On some machines, they have moved these slightly a fraction of a millimeter, and then the needle will not go in between. Then you just easily make yourself comfortable with picking it up all on the left one or all on the right side of the two teeth, on the left side or on the right side. But I pick up the wrong one. So this is my last knitted stitch. And now I'm going to cast off. Easy. Do not pull up your work, then you will rip it off and you can better start over. And then I'm going to cast off the rest. And as soon as the tension is off, you can pick up more in a row. But be sure that you do not force. You do not want to break your machine. Meanwhile, I turn further because all the stitches have to be released from the needles, and for that you have to knit further without yarn 1 round. 1 complete round, so that each stitch will be released, and you have to be sure that each stitch slides down before passing the feeder. So that's for the people who do not know that yet. So you just simply pick them up. I'm trying to do a 1 hour project. So I'm really focused on what I am doing because I want to present you a lovely project. Oops. Okay. I put it aside. This is what we knitted. 12 rows, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I do not stretch it yet because I have to knot the pairs together. But we are not finished with knitting. I'm going to make 4 pieces. I try to complete the project in an hour. I'm going to knit 4 pieces, but they're really quick. I'm casting on with the first color of the tube I just knitted, except not with the white one, so I cast on with the green one. Only casting on. Did I do it on the first needle? Yes. And then, when I'm finished, I cut off my yarn long enough that it reaches the table, but I do not put it in the feeder. So, I just cut it through and let it hang. And so there seems to be no casting on the last needle. That doesn't matter, everything will work out fine. Then I'm going to pick up my next color. I'm putting it in the feeder between the last and the first needle and start knitting 1 round. 1 round, yes, 1 round. And then I cut my yarn and put it in the machine. Yes. Then I take my next color, and that's the bright pink one. Where is that end? It's all curled up, of course. And I put it into my feeder between the last and the first needle, and I knit 1 round. And take care of the color change part, that everything goes okay. Make sure the tail is long enough, and knit 1 round. And stop. Cut the yarn long enough, put it to the inside between the last and the first needle, and I'm going to grab my next color. I'm putting it in between long enough and between the last and the first needle, just where I just put the color of the formal round, and I knit, let us guess, 1 round. When I pull all those tails down, it's going to be okay. And I'm going to change color to the next one, and you guess it already. You probably guess already what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the inside, put in the next color, and we are going to knit 1 round. And then I'm going to change color again. I put it to the inside, and I am changing to the last color, but it's not the last color because I have another color. But first I have to knit 1 round with the purple color. And now I'm going to change color to black. I'm trying to find the center. I pulled out a piece of yarn barf, and then I'm going to trying to find the beginning into the yarn barf piece, and of course on film I'm doing that. Not that simple, but it's getting okay. And you know how fast you knit it, and this piece we are going to knit 4 times, so here it is. So I've knitted, including casting on, 6 rounds, and I'm going to knit 11 other rounds with black. I have to help it a little bit because of all the color changes that are not knotted yet. This is my first, so I have to knit another 10 rounds. So I'm going to do that. I lost counting. It doesn't matter. 1 round more or less. It really does not matter. So, and now I'm going to cast off, as we are used to. And I'm going 3 other ones. It doesn't matter a needle more or less before casting on, off. Sorry. It's not complex. So I need a needle. Okay, and I am on my way 21 minutes. It's gonna be a run against the clock. Oh, if you have a big button and you want to try to make this, go and search your big button. I don't have a big button. I couldn't find it as quick enough. So I am taking off this yarn and then I'm using this one. This is a real big button, but you can also make a small flat round circle thing with your machine. But first you have to see why I am telling you this. So I will continue because the time is still counting. Oh, and of course black is always a little bit bothering. If you, oh, I shall check. Oh no, everybody's just watching and not chatting. I do not miss some important questions or nice greeting, except the one from Roberta. I saw that one. But I'm focused on what I am doing. Because I promise you something. Oops. For you who also know how to crochet, Christmas Day is everywhere around the world. The time is different. I'm putting this aside and I'm knitting another one. But I'm a crochet. I crochet also, and I design angels that you can crochet, and there's no sewing. You knit them, you crochet them in one piece, and it's a 1-hour project also. So I will go live on Christmas Day, night, eve, whatever moment in your place, a couple of times a day in Dutch version and in English version, to show you how to make this, because it's really easy. It looks great, and but it's more a monkey see, monkey do thing than writing it down, because that is very complex to make it understandable. So I will check in several times. 1-hour project, crochet on Christmas Day, Eve, around the holidays. Yes? Then you know that. I'm going to knit another piece like this. So I'm going to start again with my green and casting on. You see, it takes a lot of time to use these machines. You can knit really fast things. Now I'm just showing you something to inspire. You do not really need a pattern. The next color is yellow, so I'm changing color to yellow, and I'm changing it between the last and the first color. Hi, Jane. Jane is saying hi. How are you? So, and that was that color. I'm changing color. And I have to find again the end of the, yes, pink one. Jane, I'm trying to make a 1 hour project. Jane is okay. Good. Good to know. And I have to change color again. Oh, it's working real hard, all those color changes. Bright blue. Bright blue, then orange. So, there's a cat snoring on the floor. Have you said what you are making? Or it's a surprise. Jane, it is a surprise again. Jane's asking what I am making, or is it a surprise again? Yes, I guess it's a surprise again. Orange and then the purple one. But it's a 1 hour project, Jane, or I'm trying to make it within an hour. Yes. See, there's no weight, but that's no problem. Yes, Roberta, it's a surprise. It's a very dark day in my country today. It seems not to be get light. The sun will not come through. It's very cloudy. It's really, I need to lighten my house. Lots of loose ends. Yes, lots of loose ends. But don't panic. As long as you make them long enough, there is no problem. Yes, I know, Roberta. So I am making something, and I hope it will brighten your day a little bit when it's finished. You will see it grow. Oh, there's something wrong here. Yes. That's 1, and I needed, what did I say? 6, 7, 11, 10. Still 10. Oh, easy. And we're finished. Oh, and I cut off my yarn too short. Do you see that? That's also not a problem, but I always like to play safe. So, another needle. See why I have so many needles? Because I let them hang for finishing off on each part. That investment of €1 paid back in an hour. Now I have to be just really careful with my short tail. Oh, and I was going to say, see, I'm really focused and I just lost focus and see what happens. No problem, fixed, saved. Okay, and that was the second one. I have to knit to another one and we're a half an hour on our way now. So I'm halfway done. I'm gusting on with green again. Oh. And then I am going to color change to yellow. And knit 1 round. Oh. And then the bright pink comes again. Why am I holding this? I don't know. The bright pink one. Where did it go to? Here it is. And knit another round with the bright pink one. And then we go to the, I don't know, aquamarine. Orange. Purple. Oh, I make a little mistake, but I don't really bother. And then black. Find the end. Yes. And I'm going to knit 11 rounds with black. Last counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is the 11th round. So, yes, this is the 11th round. Cut off longer. Take another needle. And take that off. And then I have to knit just one another piece like this. And this takes me less than 4 minutes. So I'm on track. Yes, I'm on track. I never made this before. It just disappeared in my dreams last night. So I thought, oh yeah, that's a good project during tea. Oh, tea, that's a good idea. Because, oops, I need some food, drinks. And while I'm still on track, I will share a fortune cookie with you people. Let's see what message it has for us. It's in different languages, so everybody can read its own language. I will turn the page or the paper. Oh, after. Oh my, oh my, oh my. They make them so tiny. This is not my language. It's German, I guess, and French, I guess. Vous avez fini? Du bist klar? And then the other side. Oh, that's English, Dutch, and I guess Spanish. Okay. Read it. I've heard it. So, and continuing because I still have that 1 hour. Oh. When I just bought my first machines, I thought that you can make more with the bigger machines, but primarily you can make more with the small one. That's really strange, but it is true. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to make just another one. Now we know how fast this goes. Yes, first cast on with my first color. Oh, and then I'm going to change to yellow. And then I'm going to change to bright pink. This is not a knot, this is just, we call it in the war. No, this is the fourth already, and all the 4 pieces are the same. Each color 1 row, including casting on, and then 11 black ones. And this is the 4th one. Somebody was asking if she had missed something, but no, you did not. I'm now changing to the pink one, and this is the 4th one, the last one. And after that, we have to make 2 1-minute pieces, and then we are ready with the machine, and we are going to finishing it off. And I hope I will make it in an hour, including my chit-chat and mistakes and whatever comes along during a live session. You never know, especially when having cats. I have to look carefully that I do not take the pink, because it's so dark I do barely see the difference. And I'm going to do that one. And then the purple one. And then I'm finished with all those nice colors. You see that I keep always long tails. And yes, that's an investment, but that pays back really. I made another mistake here, but I don't mind. In the great everything, it really does not bother. And I grabbed the black one just in one grab, because there are several threads around, you know now. 11 rounds with black. You see that I knit really, really, really super, super, super fast. Oh, this is also, you always be aware. Oh, yes. Yes, sorry, Roberto, but you know, my heart breaks with all the people ruining their machines by just not enjoying it, but want to knit as fast as possible. It's still handcraft. You have to enjoy it and take your time. It's going to work out fine. So yes, sometimes sarcasm is a friend of mine. Sorry. It's not personal. It's just it's more a frustration for me because so many people would love to have a machine. And I'm casting off the fourth one, and then I have to knit 2 1-minute pieces. That's not much work. No, who's making 5? I'm not making 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this is 1 piece, and these 3, this 4, this is the 5th. So it's the piece is 7 different pieces. That looks like a lot, but it is not. As long as... Oh, I have to hurry up because I only have 18 minutes. Sorry. Maybe it will take another couple of minutes. But yes. I don't want to hurry. I just want to make something nice. And show to you that it's possible. And inspire you, of course. That's why we're all here, to inspire. Get new ideas. That's the 4th one. And then I take another black, and I cast on 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. So I have to go behind that bump on the left of the 3rd one, or under that bump, and then I knit back 1. Oh, I lost it. See, I start over. You don't need to hurry, Miranda. The people won't kill you if it takes you another 5 minutes. Really not. I have to be easy on the machine and make sure that my threads are in place. And now we can continue. Now it seems it doesn't want to knit 3 stitches today, so I will not make a fuss of it and just knit a small I-cord of 2 stitches. See, you can change the non-existing pattern as you go. And I do not know how many rows I am knitting. I just knit a small I-cord. And I think this is big enough, and I always have to knit to the left of the feeder before cutting off the yarn. And then knit the round without the yarn past the feeder, and then you can cast off. Oh, I already took it off the machine, no panic. Just don't pull on the tail. And just pick up those 2 stitches. And secure it. I have to knit the last piece. So I will make that also 2 stitches wide. 1, 2. Oh, I know. I know why I lost them. I did it wrong, but it doesn't matter. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think this is about it. And I'm going to cast those 2 stitches off. I should do it. There they are. So, those are my knitted parts. Now I'm going to secure all those threads. Oh, I got a hot flash. To take off my vest. All those loose ends. It's no problem. We are going to knot only the pairs, and that's all we have to do. Getting the feeling of knotting the pairs is, yeah, just like tension. It is the most difficult thing about all knitting and crochet, tension. There are perfect knitting classes. They are very expensive, and those teachers are the most brutal teachers you ever met. They let you knit all kind of swaps in all kind of patterns, and then they go to rip it, to unravel it, and measure the length of yarn you used each row. It's all about tension, and that's a perfect knitting class. They whip you till you use a constant tension. So tension is the most difficult thing. But you will get the hang of it just by practice makes perfect, as we called it. Where is my end? Where is my end? Where is my blue? Oh, here it is. So, when you're not able to make the most perfect stitches, it really does not matter. Because it's handcraft. When you want to make it perfect, you build a machine, and you're a human person that knits on your own strength without any power, electric power or something. So be proud of what you make, and really practice makes progress. But be always proud of yourself. So I have knitted all those pairs, so that took also a lot of time. And I'm going to cut them off. Most of the times I let them hang, because I always love extra stuffing. But for now, to work neatly, you don't have to do it. Oh my, I only have 11 minutes left. I'm not going to make it. But no problem. Now I can stretch my work. This is where the knitted parts are, or the knotted pairs are. No. I really also do not mind the color change. I don't mind, because that's how it works. And you can make it more invisible. Really disappearing is not possible. But yes, then you have to do a lot of things, and nobody will notice. So why all the problems? So I'm closing the end. This is the end. You know how I close the project. Always do the things on the most easiest way. And I'm picking it up with my hand. Oh, no, Jane. Ha! Yeah, I'm like a magician. Just watch and wonder. And I'm just taking that off, and that piece of yarn, that's going to be a scrap yarn project. Yes, sorry ladies but I hope that I am entertaining also. So I'm still finding a nice way to fill in these hours. So where is my stuffing? My stuffing. I'm going to put some stuffing in it. You know that the smaller the pieces your stuffing is, you know that I use the IKEA blanket, pillow thing. That the smaller the pieces are, the more you can form your project. But I'm very impatient because I only have 9 minutes. Bummer. I'm not going to make it because I have to do a lot of more things. Because this is only the first piece part thing. Oh yes, you need some safety eyes or some black yarn for making eyes or some buttons or whatever. And then a disclaimer, I've learned some things. A disclaimer, don't leave small children unauthorized with these very fun toys, but don't leave them alone with it, just to be safe. So I am going to use some safety eyes. I just do whatever I have by hand, and these are the fastest and the quickest for now for me. Oh, there are no, oh yes, there are bottom things. It's real-time project. I never know where to put things like these, so I just do something. Everybody's different. And then I put this one here. Yes, I like it. It's not a hand puppet. And then I'm going to close it. This is just designing as I go, eh? It could use some more stuffing. I already thought about the crochet angel marathon, hackathon, crochetathon that I'm going to keep during the holidays. To knit a 1 hour angel, to crochet a 1 hour angel with me. So just join my channel and put on the bell, then you get messages if I plan things. Then you can always decide if you join or not. But I will do it a couple of times that day because they only take an hour. So closing it up, needing another needle and no more stuffing needle. I have a needle. So, thank you, Jane. Thank you that you think I'm entertaining. Yes, we have to do something while or saving the world or just waiting at home that people saving our world. So I have to entertain myself also. Okay. That's we put aside. Oh no, yes, that we put aside for now. Now I'm going to do the same with these things. I'm going to start with closing up the black part, just as closing up everything, but it's black, so make sure that all the stitches are neatly arranged on the inside and just close it with that one stitch that you've learned from a certain Miranda. And so that's okay. I like to do production, so I take them all and do all the same because that works faster, in my opinion. And then I also do that with this. I only have 5 more minutes left. I'm not going to make, I think I need 10 minutes. See that keeping the needle on is really easy. That saves a lot of time. So when you find those children needles, a whole bunch for $1 or something, buy them. 7 centimeters. And the last one, this I don't need anymore. I need a sip of my tea. I give myself goals a day, so this is one of them. I'm not going to make it 100%, but kind of. So, but now we have that split lip thing here because we all changed that yarns, all that colors. Now you have to watch real carefully. I will zoom in because we are going to close also all those pairs. So we know that this one is supposed to close with the black one. So we are going to close that pair. And I always knot them 3 times, as you know. And yeah, just try, you know, make some swaps. Go just knit something and go and try. It will not take you a day. You see how fast things go with the machine. That's the fun of the machine. You have a fast, how do we call that? Prefab. And then you are going to finish it. So it's just a prefab, a circular knitting machine. The blue and the pink one need to be knotted. It seems like, oh, but it's really, it's working out okay. And then the pink one needs to be joined too. And then you have to be watching carefully that you take the right ones. And I did take a wrong one, I guess. Okay, I start with the green one then. Still looking through the camera. Oh, I zoomed in. No, that's handy for me. Not. Okay, I have to focus and to do that. I managed to keep the first pair on its place. Then I managed to keep the... Here I went wrong. Okay, I'm not going to manage it in 1 hour. You really have to go and sit down to do this. No, I have to finish. Oh, I don't have to finish. It's just, for example, nothing on the hand. I knotted most of them. This one belongs to the inside. And the last one, I didn't have to knot. That was it. I'm knotting the wrong colors, the wrong pairs. And did nobody listen and saw that I did something else than that I was supposed to do? Or you're making my goal a lot more difficult today. Oh, it's a blunder time. Oh no, it's really blunder time. I'm going to solve this in another way. Because there are more ways to fix problems. I do not see the green one, but that doesn't matter. Cut the yarn. I did make a small mistake. The first color change had to be done after a first... oh, thank you, Roberta. Roberta gives me a lot of more time. Oh, wrong needle, all those needles. I had to change the first color after the first knitted row with the casting on color, but it doesn't matter because they all will work out exactly the same. I'm going to throw things on the floor. That's no problem. That you do not think that I live in a real mess, but okay. The next one. Okay, the black one needs to be joined with the purple one. Yes. Then the next purple one needs to be joined to the orange one. here is a purple one and here is the orange one. Then the orange one needs to get knotted to the orange one needs to get knotted to the purple one. The purple one on the right, yes. And then the left blue one needs to be knotted to the right pink one. Left purple, we are getting there. To the right pink one. This is the left, no, this is the left pink one, this is the right. So I have to knot it on there. But I have to put it a little bit together. And then the pink one, the left pink one, needs to be knotted to the right yellow one. Yay, we're getting there. And then the left yellow one needs to be knotted to the right green one. Yay. See? Everything's going to be okay. This one is the one that we need to close, and the rest you can just cut. Then we are going to close this one, just clockwise, just as a head, and put all those pieces inside and make sure that every stitch is neatly arranged around that threads. Another needle. Now you can see what I am doing. Here it comes out, the yarn where I closed it with, and then I stick on the opposite side under that yarn to the other side. And then I make a knot or a loop with the yarn coming out of your work around my needle, and then I just push my needle through that loop with the yarn in it, and then it becomes a knot. Now, and then we're going to stick that to the inside. Okay, make it 1.5 hour project. I will be ready in time. So now I can relax a little bit. So second, black left, purple right. Purple left, orange on the right. So, orange on the right. Orange on the left, blue on the right. Blue on the left, pink on the right. Pink on the left, yellow on the right. Yellow on the left, and green on the right. And then we finish with only one green piece that we keep, and we can cut off all those under, only the ones we just knotted, not the one on the other end. And then we are going to close this one. This is the third, so just another one. Still not knowing what we are going to make, ladies? Do you get an idea yet? This basically you can make everything from this just by changing colors. Roberta has won the self-ordering Amazon fridge. Roberta won. Yes, we are. It's going to be a caterpillar that you can turn and return into a bird, no, into a caterpillar or a butterfly. Oh, wow. Roberta has some nice smileys. I never saw them. Yes, Roberta, you're allowed to buy yourself a new fridge or a washing machine. Purple to orange. Purple left, orange right. You see that the effort of nothing gives a real nice... Yeah, I made a mistake. Gives a real nice pattern. That doesn't matter, Jane. You can just talk. Orange to... Yes, of course, you want to see the output, Jane. Yes, Roberta, now you understand why my yarn has its own room in my house. Blue to pink on the right. Just separate them. Blue left, pink right. I only buy yarn in the same quality, in the same range, no brands. I only buy yarn that are compatible with each other. And that's why I have a range of colors. I did pink to yellow, so yellow has to be knotted to the green on the right. We are getting there, we're getting there. A butterfly in the real life will be a lot more perfect than this one, but it's all about the idea. Okay, I do not have to cut the green one. And how is this? This slipped in to the outside. It's not supposed to do that. Come back. Okay, this is the one that I need to do that. So these I can just cut. So now I'm going to clockwise close it. And that's the fourth piece. Come on. Go inside. Just go inside. Okay, that's for now. I'm going to, oh yes, there's a needle on it. I'm going to sew on those antennas. I just start again with just doing this. And then we can just easily pull one tail through and just knot them. And then we take the other one. Yes, I didn't lose it. As quick, I can just do it like this. Sometimes I'm not that smart. And not those also. And then we put both tails in the needle. Both tails of one thing. And we just stick it through the stuffing. Hello, Jane. Jane's back again. Just pull it through the stuffing. And then you can cut it off so you will not see it on the outside shine through. And you do that also with the other half of the other tentacle thing. Just push through and cut it off. And now we are going to finish these. I'm just going to, I left the needle on the black yarn. I'm just going to go through both layers and back. That little black knot nobody will notice. And, oh yes, normally I would close it. And then we are going to stick in our needle and we are going to go between the both needles and we are going to come out somewhere on the edge. And there, without pulling the yarn, there we are going to knot also that same thread. And now it's ready for the next step. And we have to do that with all 4 of them. So I keep continuing. I stick my needle through to the center of the other side. And I just stick it through the other side again. Oh, and I did again what I was not wanting to do. So I have to secure it. So it's a flat thing. And then I have to stick it between both layers to the side, to the edge. It doesn't matter exactly where it comes out. It's not a shoe that you have to fit and walk on all day. And then I will make another knot. So this yarn is connected for the last step. The third one, 1 hour and a quarter on my way. Okay, it's a half an hour project. Sorry, ladies. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you make sure that it's going to be flat. And then we just go between both layers, secure our thread to the side, just around 1 piece of yarn. And the last one, and there was my fortune cookie. I'm not supposed to eat while filming, so it was silent waiting. Jane, you're late. And Roberta is relaxing. She's free. Are you free for holidays, Roberta? Or do you have to work during her holidays? Can you follow what I am doing, by the way? So now we're getting somewhere. I just make this also connecting to the side. Happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday to Jane. Happy birthday, dear Jane. Happy birthday to you. And you have free time till the 4th of January. Me too. We're on the same planet. We're on the same page. Happy birthday, lovely Jane. Okay, I'm calling this project Jane. Okay, so I made those connections. And now I'm supposed to connect them. And there will be a space here. And when you put a button or thing on it, where did I do this? Then you can put this, because there's a space here, on the button. And so you can change it from a caterpillar into a butterfly. And you can also make a cocoon where you can put it in. So, making a toy. But you want to know how to connect these. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to connect Oh, Jane, her freezer has broken. She cannot see her family. Her mother is sick, so she's having a great day. Oh, Jane, I cannot change anything about your situation other than try to brighten up your day a little bit. And I sang for you, so that's not, I do not do that very often, I say. And you understand why. Okay, because I'm going to connect, but I also have to connect this one to this one. I have to count. And of course I have black yarn. Each stitch has 2 vertical bars. You're welcome, Jane. You're very welcome. And we have to count 8 bars from where we connected. So, oh no, we have to, no, I have to do it. Okay, math. I have to do math for a second. Now, basically, you just join this and this with the thread. So you just make sure that the threads are at the side where you want to connect. Just put them in right order and just connect them. I'm going to do that, but for the people who wants to leave. And then you keep a hole here and find something or make another round circle, but in just a plain color, and sew that on it, and then you can put the rest around. And so you can make a caterpillar changing butterfly caterpillar change thing. So I'm going to finish it. And you can join them in every way you like. So I will join them in the way I like it. I'm just going to lace them together with a few stitches. Yeah, do you love the caterpillar, Jane? It's called Jane, you know? I'm going to post it later on the groups and I will call it Jane Flanagan. I have to write that down because I can remember everything except names. Jane Flanagan, the Jane Flanagan butterfly. Am I allowed to call it that, Jane? Because I don't want to make it a problem. I will call it a Jane butterfly. But I like the Flanagan. Jane. Hi, thanks. I never had a caterpillar named after me before. Yes! And you know what caterpillars do? They like to eat and they turn into lovely butterflies. The Jane Flanagan butterfly. Yes! That's your prize. Because that's your prize. It's named after you. That I'm going to do. I'm going to make secret projects, and people who who guessed right, they got the project taped to them. That's a nice idea. See? It's a caterfly or a butterpillar. Caterfly, butterpillar. Oh my. Cat dog. You can also make those eyes like I made for this one. These are cast on with black, 1 row black and 6 or 7 rows white. And then stuff and close like a hat. Everything's possible with your machine. Oh my, what am I doing? Oh, no, here. And then I was supposed to sew that, lace that to that one. Something like here. See, just do something and it will work out fine. Jane says she likes how my brain works. No, I just do something and it turns out fine. It's just fun. Just do something. It works so fast, and I always see opportunities. And I am 7 minutes within 1.5 hours. Oh, this is going to be exciting if I will manage. Including chatting and singing birthday songs, and it's fun. I really love to share time with you people in our digital club. That's a good thing brought by COVID, or I don't know. It's not good to say COVID brought something good. That's not a good comparison. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Almost there, almost there, almost there. You see how perfect I work, especially on the black, that I really take the time to look up the stitches. Nobody will notice. And then just secure it and make it disappear. And when you have a moment, I thought I saw in a good color somewhere here. Yes. It's just for me now, eh? It's just for the idea, so I will make it really good later. It's only for the idea. Jane Flanagan, caterpillar, changing, butterfly, and of course, I forgot to put in the rattle again. So, and then you can just easily take the off. And yes, he has this thing on his back, but this was the one that I had. I would make it in pink. So, that was the chat for today. Jane, happy birthday. And this design has your name. That's your present. Oh, you can also make a nose or stuff. You can personalize it everywhere. But you see, knitting each row. You're very welcome, Jane. And I hope you have, considering the circumstances, a nice day. And next year we do it again, and then we give a big party after surviving this winter. Okay, ladies, it was fun to entertain you. I am within half an hour. Yay, I managed it. Okay, thank you for joining. I'm going to sit down now because I was standing up all the time. I'm also, I think children would love it, but it's also nice to learn them. And when you make a cocoon, just another long tube sewn together as a reversible hat where you can put it in, and you have a complete circle of life. Bye-bye. I'm going to be fine. I have another Dutch conversation later on at the evening. In my country, it's 2:30 in the after lunch, so I'm just halfway the day. Have a nice day, ladies. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumb up and push the bell button so you will be... YouTube will tell you when I have new things. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Good night.